What's up guys, welcome back to DeFi Chronicles. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get involved with the ArbSwap airdrop. So the team confirmed that will be an airdrop, 100% sure about it. And I do think that should be happening within the next 60 days. So you still have time, but you need to be quick. There are some requirements that I already asked some question on Discord. And I do think that if we follow those requirements, you should be receiving an airdrop for probably next to nothing in gas fees and also time. So ArbSwap is a DEX on Arbitrum 1 and Arbitrum Nova. I've been using the project for some weeks now. This is one of the projects that I use for swapping tokens like Ethereum, USDC, and Arbitrum. So pretty simple. There are some other things that you can do on the protocol, like adding liquidity. They will have some farming. Right now they have also prediction. And there is also a launchpad, but I think they're still working on it. There's also some staking that I think that should be working when the token is out. So there is two ways to get involved with the protocol. Number one, it would be by social activities. And number two, by taking transaction on the protocol. You can do both of them or just use one of them. So starting first with social activities. Basically, it is, for example, this is a social activity. They will have a interview with Crypto Squad. If we go here, you can see that if you ask some questions and they choose you, you will be rewarded with some Arb Egg points. Those Arb Egg points will go to your NFT that you can claim here for free, completely for free. So basically, this will work as a multiplier for your airdrop. Now, number two, you can also take transaction on the protocol, which is my main focus currently, because I am not really into social activities. I don't have time for that. I would rather just have something simple that I can do in just 5 minutes and continue with my day, because currently I am using like 15 protocols that I'm trying to receive an airdrop, so I basically have no time. And so let me go ahead and show you some of the questions that I asked on the Discord group. So you can see here, our transaction being count for future airdrops. And they responded, transaction of course might hold the biggest part. That's why we're saving the best part for the last. This is my Discord group, but I asked those questions on the ArbSwap group. Next, I also asked if there is a minimum for the transaction volume. And they said that it would be $500, and you can also take it on Arbitrum Nova and Arbitrum 1, but both of them are independent. So that means if you're using only Arbitrum Nova, that's okay, and if you're using only Arbitrum 1, that is also okay. A tip would be that Arbitrum Nova is actually less expensive than Arbitrum 1. So if you're trying to take a really good amount of transactions, I would actually recommend using Arbitrum Nova because it costs around 4 cents per transaction, and Arbitrum 1 can cost around 60 cents, 50 cents, 40 cents. So in the end, if you're taking 100 transactions, that would be $60 instead of just $4. So I would rather just use Arbitrum Nova, or again, you can just use both of them, which is what I'm doing right now. For the $500 accumulated volume, it doesn't really mean that you need to be swapping $500 per transactions. That means that if you have $100 in funds, you can actually just take 5 transactions, and that will be $500 in accumulated volume. So if you don't have $500 into your MetaMask account, that's okay. You can just use whatever you have and take more or fewer transactions depending on the funds that you have available. So starting first for these social activities, you can go to arbswap.io. You click on ArbSwap airdrop is live. Then, as you can see, I already have my NFT. So you can, if it is still available, you can click on it and it will give you the option to claim an NFT. That NFT will serve as a multiplier. I think they will be doing a second stage where you can also claim another NFT. So if you didn't claim the first NFT and that is already out, sold out, I guess, there is no fee for it. It is free. But if there is no NFT anymore, that just wait for the second stage so you can claim for the other NFT. Now, if you haven't claimed any NFTs, that's okay. You can also start taking some transaction on the protocol, which is what I'm doing currently. I still have my NFT, but again, my main focus is just on taking some of these transactions. So as you can see, I'm just gonna type 0.25. I'm gonna select a currency, USDC. I'm gonna swap it. And let me show you the process. Real quick, as you can see, the fee is just 4 cents, which is great. So now I have $46 in accumulated volume. What I can do next is just switch, change it, swap it back. It should ask you to approve the transaction, but I already approved it for over $1,000, so that's why it is not asking me again. Confirm. Now I just did $92 in transaction volume. So you can continue to repeat that process over and over until you reach $500. But of course you can continue to add more and more transaction, which probably you should be receiving more tokens for the airdrop depending on the amount of transaction volume that you've been taking. So that would be the 2 steps to take on Arbitrum. Again, super simple. You can also add some liquidity. You will need 2 tokens, for example, Ethereum and also USDC, and have the same shares, the same amount. So if you have $20 on USDC, you will need to have $20 worth of Ethereum. You can add the liquidity, and after that, you can just remove it. You don't have to leave it there. So that would be another thing that you can do. So again, super simple. And if you want those steps more highlighted, you can just go to my website, which is defichronicles.xyz. As you can see here, I have 4 projects already posted. I will be adding some more next week. But here, if we click on ArbSwap, you guys can see the guide step by step. You can also click on them just to make sure that you're doing everything. We have the links here. And you can come back and also review the other ones. We have also Rage Trade and some other information. So if you're interested in airdrops after Arbitrum, a lot of people made some really good money. I also received some really good money from Arbitrum for the airdrops. So that's why I'm super excited right now with airdrops. So give it a try, because again, you're not losing anything. You might only lose the 4 cents from transaction volume. And if you're already using Arbitrum, just use ArbSwap, because hey, if you do receive an airdrop for just using something that you already needed, then that would be pretty good. And lastly, but not least, if you are interested in checking all the transactions that I'm using or the protocol that I'm using or the transaction that I'm taking, there is a link in the description, which would be for my airdrop tracker. You can add everything here. It will add up automatically. And you also will have access to all the transactions that I'm taking. So usually it takes some time for me to create some YouTube videos or also add it to the website. But if you want to have access instantly to whatever I'm doing, you can just purchase the airdrop tracker, which is $14, and you have access to everything. So yeah, super simple. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you like the video, please subscribe, like. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.